Now this, new developments into the look into the handling of the Hillary Clinton email probe. Right now, the Justice Department's Inspector General is looking into how the FBI and DOJ conducted the investigation. But the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee says Congress needs access to more than 1 million missing documents. And if the FBI doesn't turn them over, he will subpoena the agency.
While the work of the Inspector General is important and we're looking forward to seeing his report, his responsibilities and the Congress's responsibilities in conducting oversight over the nation's most important premier law enforcement organization is also important. And we need to have those documents. The department and the Bureau have been slow.
Joining me now, President of Judicial Watch, Tom Fitton. Always great to see you. I follow you on Twitter, so I know how alive you have been on this issue. What is the headline that you want to hit us with first?
Well, the FBI is in cover-up mode, and their Justice Department's helping them along. Goodlatte's complaints are well-founded. We're facing the same sorts of stonewalling. Specifically, we sued the FBI for records about the Clinton email investigation, and they've been slow-walking those records to us. And I think they've only processed a little over 8,000 documents, and of those we've received 1,500 or so, or 1,700. So we're only getting a relatively tiny percentage of the documents they're processing. They're withholding everything else. So it's no surprise to hear that Congress is being stonewalled. And on top of that, we're asking for the text messages of Andrew McCabe, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, and they're telling us to go jump in a lake, practically speaking.
Right, because you say that there are more text messages outside of even what we have seen. I want to go back to 1 million documents. How do we get to the point where there are 1 million documents they haven't turned over?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that million figure refers to. Maybe they found a lot of documents on Anthony Weiner's laptop. Maybe they have various iterations of the Clinton email server. It can add up pretty quickly in terms of the number of pages or documents. And it's up to the Justice Department and the FBI to finally take this oversight responsibility that Congress has seriously and that the law requires federally under the Freedom of Information Act. The Justice Department and FBI are in cover-up mode when it comes to these scandal documents, whether it be Russia or Clinton email, and it's got to stop. And we can't blame it on the Obama administration. The political appointees, Jeff Sessions, Rod Rosenstein, and Christopher Wray, need to step up and take seriously their obligations under the FOIA and to respond to legitimate congressional inquiries.
Wow, and you're mentioning, at least in Christopher Wray's point and Jeff Sessions, people who have come on board with the current administration, and you're saying even they need to take a closer look at all this. And I caught what you said. 1 million might be pages, it might be actual documents, we don't know yet. Why do you specifically say cover-up mode? Could there be any other reason why all of this is kind of coming together now and you have all of these missing pages or documents?
Well, for instance, we asked about the Clinton Lynch tarmac meeting, and the FBI told us they had no documents. They looked, and it turned out they did have documents.
Oh, yes, they did.
They did. So they gave us those documents. And then it turns out they had these text messages between Peter Strzok and Lisa Page also talked about the tarmac meeting. But we didn't get those documents, even after we caught them red-handed in one other cover-up. And we asked the FBI, what's going on here? We still are getting these documents being released publicly. They should have been released to us months ago. Why haven't you searched for them? Why aren't you looking at text messages? And they basically told us, we're not going to tell you. Well, they told us literally, we're not telling you anything. And you're just going to like it, what we got. And they're holding or withholding material from us and not searching properly to find out what's been going on with the FBI corruption as it relates to Hillary Clinton and the Russia collusion story.
What I hear you saying is that in at least 2 instances, it looked like you had to wait for people to be caught in a lie before you could actually get the documents that you already knew were there. The Inspector General, is that office making a difference?
Well, we don't know what the Inspector General's been doing. We asked for an Inspector General investigation of the Clinton Lynch tarmac meeting back in 2016. Presumably that's been bound up in everything else they've been investigating as it relates to politicization at the Justice Department and FBI. But it's well past time for the Inspector General to start producing some more details about what he's been up to. Look, the #2 official at the FBI was just fired because of IG findings. We don't know what those findings are yet. I think both Mr. McCabe and the American public deserve a thorough vetting of what they're reporting and what they're finding about misconduct in the FBI and Justice Department.
I go back to an older President Trump tweet where he asked who was going to investigate the investigators. We'll bring you back, Tom, as the news is made. Thank you very much.